Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to make a quick video, hopefully quick, regarding some volcanic eruptions taking place in the world around us. So, there have been many volcanic eruptions taking place. Not only is the activity ramping up in the Ring of Fire, along the Ring of Fire, which is the most highly active volcanic area or earthquake prone area in this world, but just various areas across this world having multiple signs of volcanic activity. Now, this is one area, as you can see here, in, I believe, Japan. Yeah, Japan right there. This is in Japan, and the highly active volcanic areas there. So the activity is really ramping up right now. This was actually posted a few days ago, and as you can see, well, I don't know why it froze, but I mean, okay, here it goes. The volcanic eruptions worldwide, explosions of the Piton de la Furenes, Reunion Island, and several other areas in Russia and Chile and Japan. So there's been multiple signs of activity, and a few days ago it was reported that an area near Yellowstone, I believe around the areas of Washington and Wyoming, those areas started spitting out gas. So just a few days ago, it's been dormant for a long time, and they said it started spitting out this gas and some pressure, some liquid. The hot spring woke up for the first time in a very long time, which there's a lot of volcanic calderas in that area. We are sitting for sure on volcanic activity. We're sitting on top of magma, we're sitting on top of layers and layers of rock and all kinds of things. I mean, who knows what's under this world? Who knows what's going on? Scientifically, yes, they've done many studies and a lot of signals down into this world, and yeah. So, but who knows what all? Like this episode of a show that I was watching a few days ago. I mean, there's been so much. They always called space the final frontier. Well, on that episode I seen, they stated that, what about the oceans? The oceans, we've only charted like 10% of the actual oceans. Deep in the ocean, it goes deeper and deeper. It goes further and wider. There are many parts. You can't see what's going on in all the oceans all the time. Underground, deep inside this world, we've only gone so far. You can only go so far, and there's a lot taking place, and there are beings that people have seen that have come from underground. I've witnessed beings. I've witnessed a lot. So, but moving back to the volcanic activity, there's a lot happening right now in this world, and it is on the uprise. So it is on the rise, and so are earthquakes. So what's your opinions on this? I mean, there's a lot taking place. I'm going to do a video of the list of a few of the volcanic activity areas and earthquake activity areas that's taking place right now. But there's a lot happening. And so I just wanted to state that. So, I mean, think about it. The universe itself, oceans, parallel universes, all of this stuff, the universes and the universe as a whole, we've only scratched, not even scratched the surface of the understanding of everything in general. A lot of times, a lot of humans think that we've figured out everything, that everything can be known, but it goes deep. And who knows what's happening under this world? My daddy's been talking about for many years now. He's been talking about seeing the ground cracking and all the rocks crumbling, and now we see it. You see it for real, actually happening. And he was talking about on the road while driving, you could see the rocks. They're just crumbling. They've been doing that around here too. Everywhere they've just been crumbling, and people don't realize what all is taking place. So I just thought I would share that. There's a lot of volcanic activity taking place. Some of them try to state, some of the so-called experts and scientists try to state that because of our use of technology, because of the modern technology, they claim that they are able to monitor things to a better extent. And we get notified quicker, and news spreads all over the internet, social media, television, radio, and all of these devices where we get push notifications, and we get notifications of earthquakes and volcanic activity and any type of disasters that take place. They claim because there's apps out there and it's easier to receive the news, the media, the information that's taking of things that are taking place, that they claim that that's the main reason why we think it's happening more. But it wouldn't. I mean, we've had these things for many years. We've had TV for many years. We had radio for many years, long before all of this. We've had signals for many years. And smartphones since 2009, I guess, is when they really took off. And we didn't get that many notifications of earthquakes back then in 2009, and then now, and then after 2012, it went rampant. It started going up, 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 up. 2012 was a really bad year for earthquakes and volcanic activity, and then it just kept getting worse. Then it eased off in late 2016. Then all of 2017 was fairly decent. It was okay as far, most of the year was okay as far as the storms, the major, quote-unquote natural disasters, and all of the earthquakes and volcanic activity, volcanic eruptions. They were lowered in 2017. And then they started really ramping up again this year and increasing. All of these disasters started increasing again this year. So, I mean, we've had this technology for years, and they just notify you when I mean, we're notified and we see the news when it happens. But, I mean, it's obviously happening more now than it has in recent history, at least. Or we wouldn't be getting the notifications of it taking place. That's all I'm stating. I mean, yeah, technology, the use of modern technology, and I think there's been technology long before people realize. I think the ancients, things happened that people did not realize, they don't see now. Energy manipulation, utilizing the resources and interdimensional travel and energy that took place back then. I mean, there's too much information out there. There are too many documentation. Well, there's too much documentation out there proving that some sort of technology existed long before this time. Things existed in the ancient times. The ancients had things that people don't understand fully right now. They don't understand the fact that they had things that are not currently accepted by the majority of mainstream science and archaeologists. The archaeological finds of these documents in stone show that they had technology, and these ancient structures emitted energy, which transmitted energy worldwide, interdimensionally and out into space, and had a source. And it did have a lot to do with well, I'll get into that for another video. Here I go going off into another subject. My mind's that way. It's so sporadic. My thoughts are so sporadic, and I just it's that's the way I do. That's the way. That's how I am. I'm so sporadic, but I apologize for that. I go off from one subject to and then to what some would call something outlandish or crazy, but nothing is out of the question. Nothing's outlandish and crazy, really, when it all boils down to it. But yeah, my point is, back to the volcanic activity. I went off there, didn't I? I went off again. I guess I had several topics for this video. It's not a one-topic video after all, so I was wrong, I suppose. But my opinion is that, my view is that we've had technology for many years now, modern technology, and I think the ancients did too. Maybe not to this extent, but I believe that humans could have traveled interdimensionally as well. And I believe that if we hadn't have headed in the direction with the technology that we have now, we would have headed in another direction. interdimensionally, more spiritually. And we would have gone more spiritual had we not gone this technological direction and the corruption and greed that's taking place that we see around us. There I go back to that topic again, but I'm serious about it. So, but yeah, I do believe that they seriously are on the rise. Yeah, prophetically and historically, yes, I do believe they're on the rise. Earthquakes and volcanic activity, volcanic eruptions, they are on the rise. Because, I mean, just because we've had more technology and notifications of these things and access to the news when it happens, does not mean that, I mean, we've had that for many years. Doesn't mean it's not on the rise. It is on the rise, this type of activity. Or we wouldn't be being notified more and more increasingly lately than we were in the past. I mean, we weren't getting many notifications in late 2016 and most of the year 2017 about these disasters. So, obviously, they weren't happening as much then. So, I don't think it just has to do with the notifications and the quick access to all of this information and news is the reason why we think it's happening more. It just obviously is happening more. And is on the increase. It's increasing. So, I guess the topic of this video is the recent rise in volcanic and earthquake activity and historical interdimensional travel, something to do with that. I don't know. I'll title it something. I'll think of something. So, much love and peace. This has been a multi-topic video, not one topic like I expected. So, much love and peace. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments. Please share anytime. Much love. I'll try to get back as soon as possible. Bye.